Alright, and welcome to the first exploration video, and with me, I have Voidburger, because Ape and Heave hate it when I do 100% stuff.
Aw, why's that?
I don't know, they're just not the kind of people who like to 100% games, I guess.
This game has a lot of stuff in it, too.
It really does.
Not as much as, like, other games, but it's enough for me to be like, I don't need to do this.
Yeah, I did it once because I thought there was a trophy in it, and apparently there was, but then half of the trophies require you to play online multiplayer anyway.
That sucks.
I know, but I think this game is supposed to have pretty good multiplayer, though, but I don't remember.
I wonder if it's like Uncharted's multiplayer, because this game is like kind of trying to be Uncharted.
Kind of. In the shooty bits it is, but then it's not nearly as fun, and then whoops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a normal day for Lara Croft now. She's just getting injured is her job in this game.
Yeah. But the shooty bits are trying to be like Uncharted, I guess, but the thing about that is that it's not nearly as, I guess, smooth as Uncharted, because Uncharted allows you to blind fire, where this game makes you bring out the gun and look down the sights, which kind of sucks.
I also feel like the shooting is more fun in Uncharted because, I don't know, Nathan Drake is way more of a likable, interesting guy with moxie, and Lara is just like, I'm scared! I might die! And it's less fun because she's not having fun killing people. Like, it's just more fun to kill people when you're playing a character who's like, yeah, fuck you!
That's your neck!
Mm-hmm. Iron Fist!
The best part about the Iron Fist is that there is one that is a slide and then you punch a man in the balls.
Now, why can't Lara do that? Why isn't that an unlockable...
I know, right?
There's so many unlockable moves that probably should have been default when you started anyway, and they couldn't have, like, a ridiculous ball crunching move. That would have been really funny.
Why do I have to wait for 6 upgrades or something stupid like that before I can actually start meleeing people?
Because they didn't put any thought into their upgrade system.
No.
I think, like, I don't know, when I played this and I was doing all the upgrades and stuff, I just felt like they added the upgrade system later when they figured out, oh shit, they're gonna want upgrades and experience points. Oh shit. Okay,
we can't just give them different guns.
Let's nerf the character at the beginning and just gradually give her things that she should already be able to do, like, you know, punch a guy.
Yeah. Oh, and I am shamelessly looking at maps when I am doing these, because, like, fuck learning where all of those stupid totems are that you have to shoot.
It's a jungle. How do you describe where it is? Oh, it's on the 15th tree next to the rock.
I'm looking at, like, a screenshot of a map.
Yeah. Because, like, you can't possibly, like, remember which tree.
No. Especially in the forest where, like, there's no real landmarks.
Nah.
Like, I think that's one of the things about this area in particular is that...
Look at her go!
I'm trying to get up there, but...
I love how floaty her fall was.
Yeah. But the thing about the forest is that, unlike every other area in the game where you can be like, oh, well, this is here and this is here, the forest is just a fucking dense-ass forest. And, oh shit, I went the wrong place. There's no GPS here.
Because it's a forest.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Good luck navigating a forest.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's not too much in the forest. The forest is actually a pretty small area.
What's hard is that the map doesn't show, like, there's things in your way. There's obstacles, big rocks and big trees and...
Yeah.
Like, so you can't it's not a straight shot to the item. You have to, like, wiggle your way around all these obstacles.
Yeah.
It looks like.
And the funny thing is, as I'm running around, my exact thoughts are, wow, I have not run into any animals yet.
Yeah.
Because usually animals are just all over the fucking place in the forest. Like, there's rabbits and deer and shit.
There's wolves later, they're annoying.
Actually, I think the wolves despawn after the story bits, because I did not run into any wolves either.
That is kind of them.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll let her find all these trinkets. Just leave her alone.
Yeah.
She's busy.
She already has enough problems trying to find these stupid dreamcatcher things.
She already fell off a cliff just by being herself, so I feel bad for her. Let's not chew
Look, she had
her
to
face
set
off.
herself on fire the first thing in the game, so...
She's accident prone.
Yeah.
Or something. It's because the developers were like, how do we make people care about this character? How about we make her get hurt all the time? Literally all the time.
There is never a moment not in the story where you are not getting hurt. Also, the journals will be shown off at the very end, because I think it'd
Oh my god, the
be kinda
journals
weird to
were so dumb.
Yeah.
The journals were so absurd.
And by the way, hunting montage. I finally found animals.
Oh my god.
Let's sing a gay little spring song. This is the season to sing. So I'd like to suggest that we all do our best and warble a song about spring.
What I was trying to do was seeing how long it would take to hunt out an area, because after a while the game just sort of was like, no, you're grinding too much, so we're gonna make all the animals worth like 1 experience and give you like 2 scrap. And the answer is 12 deer later I was getting bored.
Did they do that also with wolves? Because they like actually attack you and you have to defend yourself, and then it would kind of suck if you only got 2 experience after they chewed your face off.
I don't know if wolves reappear after certain points, like in the story.
Japanese no actors could tilt their heads up and down to make the...
I like this mask. This mask is pretty cool.
Hey,
How's it going?
I'm happy. I'm sad now. I just love how they're in nice little boxes in the open.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to raid a tomb to find this.
Mm-hmm.
Someone just left it here. I guess it's mine now.
Find as keep as. Possession is 9/10 of the law and all that. All of these bridges look the same, and there's at least one dream catcher underneath these logs.
Oh, good luck. Even though I played this game, this is like not that familiar, because a lot of the game looks similar to other parts, and then all of a sudden there's snow at the end, and you're like, oh, this one's different.
Well, I mean, it's not in the end, but yeah, there's one part where she definitely goes, there's snow here! That's not normal!
Is it not normal, Laura? You don't know about this island.
Yeah, this island's weird as shit, Laura.
Mm-hmm. The elevation might be different. Humidity?
It might be.
You're a Tomb Raider, not a meteorologist.
Not even a good one yet. This is like this is like baby's first expedition.
Yeah. To quote Lara in this game, ugh, I hate tombs.
Oh god.
Ugh, I hate tombs.
I hate tombs.
Well, get used to them.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a franchise off of this, so get used to them.
There's a fucking sequel in the works right now, and it's going to be on the Xbox One for 6 months before going to anything else.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, I can wait.
Yeah, so can I.
This game lasted too long for me anyway. By the time I was like 70% done with it, I was like, okay, can we be done now?
I think the only reason it lasted too long for me was because I was 100%ing it. Like, if I just tore through the story... I think if I just tore through the story, it would have felt about as long as a normal Uncharted game.
I think, like, there's something to be said for how it's trying to emulate Uncharted and just not quite getting the feel of it right, and I think, like, that's especially noticeable when it tries to do the Uncharted Vista reveal. Because they did it a bunch of times during the game, and it just never was quite as awe-inspiring as when Uncharted did it, or as natural feeling as when Uncharted did it, because it would always be a really organic part of the gameplay. You just go over a hill, and all of a sudden, boosh, it's beautiful, whoa!
open up the doors to Shambhala, and holy shit, there's yet another goddamn jungle. Mm-hmm. Naughty Dog fucking loves jungles in their games. I don't think there's been a major release of theirs that hasn't had a jungle in it.
Well, they got jungles really good.
They do.
They know how to make them real pretty, so they're like, why wouldn't we do this a billion times?
Oh yeah, that's right. They give you treasure maps, which show you where everything is, except for, like, the totems and other, like, things that you collect/destroy set on fire, which is really annoying, because those are the hardest ones to get.
Well, those are technically not treasure.
I guess.
I mean, a box that you can break isn't really to be treasured. You break it. All these things you break, you don't collect.
No.
Except diaries or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, again, I thought were really bad.
I thought they were so dumb.
They were really silly and unaware of how silly they were.
And the funny thing is, they're all voiced, and I'm like, how does Laura know what the
inflection was?
What a man who was dead 200 years ago sounds like? She has a really good imagination. I can understand when she's, like, reading stuff that, like, Sam or Dr. Whitman wrote in their voices, because she's heard their voices before.
Another one.
Japanese no theater. I think it represents a demon.
I'm scary. Oh,
There's a price
it's a fucking expensive mask.
Who put this here? Wait a minute. What is there a gift shop on this island? How did this get here?
I think some tourist ended up crashing here because, like, you've played this game before, you know the whole.
I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to spoil because I don't know if this is before or after certain points.
The latest episode we recorded was the one where they reveal that there's, like, crazy Japanese warriors on here, and then Laura gets kidnapped or something.
Mm-hmm. Or Sam gets kidnapped. Everyone gets kidnapped at some point.
Well, everybody gets kidnapped, yeah.
It's a kidnap-happy sort of place. I got a lot of questions about this game, but a lot of them are about the end of the game, so I'm not gonna spoil them.
Yeah.
But the more I played, the more, like, weird plot holes sort of became apparent, and, like, the less I was willing to suspend my disbelief. And then I just got tired, and I was like, are we still doing this? Oh my god. I don't care about anybody in this game. They're like, oh, I care about Sam. It's like, well, too bad I don't.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot of people really don't like this game on a second playthrough, which I can sort of see because unlike Uncharted, yeah, the characters are kind of bland and samey, but I think the game is fun enough that I don't mind multiple playthroughs, which is why I'm also doing a practice run and a let's play of it, because it's like, I'm the guy who actually really fucking likes the game!
That's fine. That is within your right.
Yep, and Chip already did Uncharted in the way I would have done Uncharted, so it's like, well, why bother? Because, like, I really wanted to do Uncharted, and then Chip did Uncharted, and I'm like, well, okay, but I don't care if other people already do games that I want to do, as long as they don't do it exactly how I would do it, and then Chip did it exactly how I would do it.
There's probably still people that will watch it, though, but I don't know.
There probably is.
I understand that, like, oh shit, someone beat me to it, sort of mentality.
It's not even, oh shit, someone beat me to it. It's like, oh shit, someone beat me to it and did it exactly how I would.
Yeah.
Because there are definitely games that people have already done and I still want to do.
Yeah, they didn't do to, like, your own satisfaction of how they did it.
Yeah, or like, you know, this guy did it, but he was by himself, or he did it and he had, like, he didn't do certain things.
Or they, like, oh, I would have talked about the history of this and that, or the symbolism of so-and-so, and they didn't do that.
Like, the God of War games, somebody already did the God of War games, but they didn't have, like, those little segments about Greek mythology, and I fucking love Greek mythology, so... Yeah.
That's kind of a shame, because it's probably one of the more interesting ways you could do a Let's Play of something that is based off real-life things, or historical things.
I had a whole LP of it where I had entire segments dedicated to certain things that may have been in the video or may not have been, depending on if I could find anything relevant.
Look at this Rube Goldberg machine. What is going on?
The funny thing is, I could easily cheese this area with fire arrows because I have those now.
Oh, yeah, you could.
But I'm not going to. Also, you cannot destroy these with the shotgun. You need a weapon you get later.
Oh, I think I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, for a second, I was like, oh, what is it? But I was like, oh, we're not supposed to be spoiling. I can't just ask what it is.
I mean, I could, but...
then you'd edit it out in post or so, whatever. I think I know what it is. It's not important anyway.
But yeah, this particular tomb is really easily cheesed if you have
Is it
fire
really
arrows.
like a tomb? I mean, it's more like an outside area with a lot of props in it. Whoa, that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. That was not an edit. That's how it was in the game.
I believe that. I've seen her do some crazy stuff before.
Like, I will cop to edits when they happen, but no, that was just Laura's physics getting all weird.
God, she must be getting poked in the ass with that little pickaxe constantly. That would be so annoying.
I honestly not sure how you're supposed to how they intend you to solve this part, but I just come over here and I just throw another lamp at a super specific angle, because whenever you jump, you lose your lamp.
Oh.
So, it's annoying. So I just yuck it over the tree.
Yuck.
That did it.
Yeah!
I don't know why, but that did it.
I did good! Hooray!
I cheesed it. I can't, like, she got stabbed through the torso earlier in the game, right?
Yeah, that's one of the first things
that was like
in the game.
her first big injury, which is something that happened to a character in The Last of Us and almost killed them. Like, death's doorstep, the same injury.
Well, here's the thing, The Last of Us likes to portray, like, the fuck-ups realistically, so if you fall from a certain height, you fucking break your leg. Where's that? Nothing.
I'm okay. That seemed a lot taller than the one that you died off of earlier. I don't know.
But we're doing the second area because the forest is pretty small and so is this area. But there's definitely going to be an area a little bit later where it gets its entire video because it is super huge.
Makes sense.
And like the dream catchers in the forest area, you get lamps that you have to shoot in this area, and you get a thing called Pyromaniac for it. It's like, well, Laura's already enough of a fire wizard, why not?
She started the game on fire, and by Jove, she'll continue doing fire-related things. This collectible is way easier to get than the dream catchers because they're actually easier to notice.
Especially if you come into this area at night. I'm not sure how the game determines what time of day.
Oh, I actually didn't know it did that. I just thought every area had a certain time of day. I never paid attention.
It might, but I swear that this area can also be at night, so you can find the lamps really super easy then.
Yeah. I thought that maybe I played this part and it was night, but I'm not sure now. That was weird looking too. She did like a friggin' like Sonic the Hedgehog jump there or something. Landed like an anime character.
She does a bunch of weird jumps. Like, I love this game to death, but man, some of the animations are super weird. Oh god, especially, this didn't happen in the final version of the video, which makes me super sad. But, in one of my practice runs, I was using the hand axe to kill a dude, and I killed him over the edge of a cliff. So he hovered there as she shoved the axe into his head, and then when she pulled him back onto the platform. And I'm like, okay,
oh, wow.
Whatever.
That's great. I love physics in games.
Yeah.
They get ridiculous all the time.
Silk fan. Could have been used by a villager or a noble, maybe.
How do you know that's not from a novelty store too, and they just took off the tag that time?
Oh, well, I was about to say, because it's not telling me to inspect the stuff. Doesn't tell you, well, look around it for extra experience. We have another fan. I think.
It's a gumby.
Oh, it's a gumby. Excuse me.
Oh.
In battle. Pretty solid. Must be made of stained cypress.
How does wood stay good for that long? Isn't it hundreds of years old?
It was locked in a box, obviously.
There's probably ways to preserve such things, but I surely don't know about them.
And this is, I think, one of the few instances of things actually being behind a waterfall. Because, man, every time I go to a waterfall in this game, I go behind it, and she just, like, stands, like, a good foot away from it. But this time, she just crawls right in between a rock. And I'm like, how did you know there was something behind there?
Video games, man, I don't know.
Well.
She also doesn't get any cleaner, no matter how many times she gets in water. She just stays equally grungy throughout the whole game.
Well, I mean, there are permanent grunge spots, yes, but there are times where, like, she will be super ultra muddy or bloody, and whenever she goes into the water, it just sort of disappears.
Yeah.
It fades out of existence.
It never gets her entirely clean, though. There's plot-related grunge on her, I guess.
There's grunge on her in the flashback, like, video things, and that's not just, like, camera grunge.
Maybe she's just hygienically challenged in real life, like, not even in survival situations. She's just kind of a gross girl, maybe. But her hair will always look fabulous. Those tress effects.
As pretty as the game looks, I cannot stand the hair.
It just looks like spaghetti. Like
It
angel
does.
hair pasta. Very, very thin. Because it goes everywhere.
It does, but it goes everywhere, but at the same time it goes nowhere, because she can be hanging upside down, and it'll still be like, just only the edges of her hair will be pointing downwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we have a shit ton of salvage and a skill point, and we're gonna end the video by spending those.
Put into something you should already have from the beginning of the game, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I love that one of the upgrades was like, oh, you get more loot off of guys you kill, but it's like, doesn't that mean you're just looking at them better?
You find hidden pockets or something.
Couldn't you have done that without having the experience of killing deers behind you?
No.
I had to kill 15 deer until I realized this guy had extra pockets in his pants. Just occurred to me.
I'd get all the stuff for the bow, because the bow is the best weapon in the game.
Yeah.
It might not be the best in all situations, but it's the most fun to use, especially in really big areas where you can stealth a lot, because no matter where you shoot a guy with the bow in stealth mode, they just straight up die.
It happened again. Private Kosuke. He was on gate duty last night. No one heard anything. And this morning, they found his helmet. Nothing else. No tracks of his leaving. No blood. No shell casings. Nothing. The others are talking about Chinese partisans. Maybe even American GIs. Damn fools! They have no idea what's happening here. It is the Oni who stalk us. The restless, evil spirits. They live in the old places of this island. We are trespassers here, and they are watching us, waiting. All these wrecks, the ruins, this entire island is a graveyard. It's only a matter of time. The Oni will come for us.
I can't believe we're actually on an expedition to find the homeland of my ancestors. Ever since I told Lara the story of Himiko years ago, she's been hunting for its location. I never really gave it much thought. That any of this could actually be real history. My grandmother used to tell me the story like it was a memory. Many thousands of years ago, Queen Himiko ruled the land of Yamatai. The sun rose at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched, from the mountains to the sea and beyond. But one day, Yamatai simply disappeared without a trace. Forgotten in time. Lara's having a crisis of confidence. So, for her sake, I'll keep up a happy face. But something about this expedition has been making me nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach. As we sail closer to the Dragon's Triangle, I'm starting to feel nauseous. And this isn't the excited kind of nerves. What the hell is wrong with me? I should be excited. This trip is going to be awesome. I just need to shake off this feeling. Maybe I can convince Lara to take a break and have a drink with me. Whitman is such a drama queen. I can't believe the hissy fit he threw during the filler shoot. I mean, this is his job, right? It's not like he's offering anything to the actual research part of this expedition. Once we find Yamatai and the cameras are rolling, he'll calm down. He might be a total pain in the ass, but he knows how to work a scene. I just need to do my job and keep my cool. Lara doesn't know it, but I've been shooting footage of her too. I really want to make sure she gets the credit she deserves. And besides, she looks great on film. I think she's a natural. That's probably going to drive Whitman out of his mind with jealousy. But by the time he finds out, we'll be enjoying the premiere and Telluride.
Days have passed since the plane crash. For a second time, we attempted to escape by boat, with disastrous results. I knew it would happen, just like the first time. The calm sea turned hostile with no explanation. The moment we made for open water, the winds picked up, followed by an impossible wave. Like a child's toy, our lifeboat was smashed violently into the rocky shore. Now 2 more lie dead, and another is wounded beyond help. The others are starting to panic, and they're looking to me for a plan. I do have one, but it doesn't include them. They are weak and stupid, a liability in this place. I suggested they make another attempt to leave, but I won't join them. To do so would be suicide. This is clear to me now.
When we washed up on this rock, the rain and wind pounded us for days. We couldn't build shelter or forage for food. Christ, we couldn't even move. It was like some enormous hand was holding us down. Just as the storm was finally breaking, Father Matthias came to us. He was calm and soft-spoken. He seemed to know us, our names, where we were from. He spoke to us in our native language, and we listened. And as we listened, he told us the truth of this island. He offered us a choice, salvation or death. Some chose to defy him, and without hesitation, he killed them then and there. Father Matthias didn't seem malicious or angry, just calm and decisive. As I stood there in the sand, wet with the blood of my comrades, I knew I could never refuse him.